Hello, Marcelo. Nice to see you.
Hi, Erdi. It's great to see you again. Long
Thank,
time no see.
thank you very much. Thank you very much that
Yeah,
you invited me to come to record uh, our next video. Uh, I miss
yeah.
you, really.
I missed you too. Yeah. The last time that we talked was around perhaps 4 months ago. I don't remember. It
Um,
was a great chat.
I.
When,
It seems like 2 months ago,
2 months
maybe
ago. Oh yeah,
November, uh,
or in October
maybe
perhaps.
maybe October.
Maybe.
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but I am happy that finally we meet again. Hmm.
Yeah. Times passes by so quickly.
Yes,
We
really. Yes, I am always following your mm, videos. It's I want I wanted to say you thank you for your challenge. It makes me go ahead, and I'm like it.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I always want to encourage people to posting videos and all those stuff.
Mhm. Uh,
Um,
Definitely, you are doing it well. Great.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
thank you very much. And well, that's a method that I use. Is a method of making videos.
Mhm.
And well, I want to say to all the members that at first that was something that I thought to talk about, but then I talked a little bit with you, Urdi, and I want to seize on this moment to tell to the other members that we change the topic. We
Mhm.
yeah we I talked I have chat here, and we thought, oh, what topic could be interesting.
Oh,
And yeah,
uh-huh.
and Erdi, you told me about something really interesting with which is mysticism, mysterious stuff,
Yes, yes.
and all
Mhm.
those kinds
Yes.
of
It
things.
seems and to me that mysterious is a very interesting topic to talk about because, for example, in our country, by TV, there is a broadcast, interesting broadcast. It's called um, the fight of extrasenses. Mhm.
Mm.
What does it mean? Uh,
Eh,
several people from different areas of Russia gather to one place, and they are. It is a kind of competition between mm, our people, between mysteries, between psychics, and so
mhm,
they are doing something mm, uh, miracle. Mm, that
mhm,
really surprise other people. For example, uh, they they can say about you, about someone else, something interesting of their past life that
okay, o sea,
nobody knows about that. They are really
oh,
surprised.
wow.
They are saying, "Wow, how is it possible to say?" Uh, Nobody
Mm,
knows about my past, but he tell me such interesting things about my past. Uh, Tell
yeah,
me
or
about
there
your
are people
area.
with those powers
Mhm,
that they are able to guess about the past of other people.
mhm,
Well, really interesting. And well, actually, I've heard that there are people with those powers, which they have sometimes helped the police on the police, on their investigations,
Mhm.
because there unfortunately there have been some some murderers,
Mhm.
and all is mysterious, and there are some people with another kind of mind, and they gave new clues to police to solve these mysterious unsolved cases.
Mhm.
And well, yeah, it's
Mhm.
I remember that over here lots of years ago, I there was another TV show. I remember that about mysterious
Mhm.
stuff as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
we I think that, yeah, we have to. There's something that I have to say, is that we have always to be careful with these people,
Mhm.
because there are a lot of, unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers as well, right?
Oh,
Do
oh,
you know
please,
already what's,
please. What means scammers?
yeah, scammers are people that that cheat on you, that say
Mm.
fake things that are
Mm.
not true, and they
Mm.
are
Mhm.
trying to
Ah,
to stole you,
we
right? Really?
we call is these people are charlatans. Charlatans.
Yeah,
Yes,
charlatans.
charlatan. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
So
I got you.
you have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful, guys. It's great to believe in these mysterious people uh, with superpowers to solve or see things that we are not able to see. But
Mhm.
always be aware of scammers, guys, because there are loads of them.
Mhm.
Because this is not science, right? It's not
Mhm.
science.
Mhm.
So how can you discriminate between somebody that is a real witch and a
Mhm.
fake witch, right?
Yes,
It's
yes.
yeah.
Mhm. Yes,
So
you're right. Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
well, in the past, in the past, something related to history is that in the how do you say, the middle age, right? In the middle age, in the 19th, in
Mm.
the
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
14th and the 14th century, in those
Mhm.
ages,
Mhm.
there were people who were the church of those ages, the
Mhm.
Catholic Church. Well, I'm not an historian, right? But
Mhm.
they said that people, lots of people were witches,
Mhm.
right? But
Yes, yes, I remember.
yeah, but in reality, there were people devoted to science, right?
Mhm.
There were people devote. There were lots of people and women, right?
Mhm.
Lots of women devoted to science, to looking for different stuff related to herbs, to
Mhm.
health, and they were accused to be witches,
Mhm.
and they really weren't witches,
Mhm.
right? So that's something. Have you, RD, have had a mysterious experience that you can share with us now? Some mysterious experience,
Mm,
don't you?
frankly speaking, I have no any
Something strange that
something
happens
said, but
around.
recently, mm, I I can say in current time, even um, not long ago, last month in December, strange thing happens with me.
Yeah.
My cousin, my elder cousin, she is elder me on 15 years, and suddenly come she comes to me in my dream.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she comes to me in my dream, but her her looks was very weak. She in dream I understood that she is ill.
Mm.
At the morning when I woke up, I called her. Hello, how are you? I saw you in my dream, but she said me that she is feeling not well. I said, wow, it is so sorry.
Well, that's amazing.
Unfortunately, very recently, as it turned out, she was diagnosed with cancer.
Mm.
It is a real thing. I don't know uh, why she. I had never uh, been. I had never similar experience before, but
Mm.
so very recently it happens with me. I was really surprised. I said her, "Mm, how is it possible?" She, of course, said me, uh, "I don't know." Right now, she is in Moscow. She is taking treatment. Uh, I don't know how is it possible, but
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, that's really so mysterious. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Basically, yeah, yeah. Basically, our mind is so intriguing
Hmm.
because what you are saying to me, it does somehow your cousin made a communication with
Hmm.
you
Yes. Yes.
by your dreams, right?
Hmm.
So you were able to know about her, what was happening to her
Hmm.
by dreams,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's
Hmm.
really mysterious.
Yes. It's
How
mystery.
could that happen?
Hmm.
Yeah, our definitely our brain, our mind is something that there is we don't know really well what happens. Actually, I've heard that the we only use nearly around perhaps 10%. I don't know the exact figure,
Hmm.
but we use around the 10% of the abilities of our mind, right?
Hmm.
They
Yes.
are,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
It seems even less. Even less.
even
Not.
less. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So well, perhaps, for example, do you believe a little bit in aliens, Erdi? Aliens, people from other planets in the universe?
I don't know. Sometimes when I hear by TVs about something strange happenings, sometimes I'm
Okay,
starting to
yeah.
believe,
they,
wow, it is possible. I don't know. But another
it's
time it
true.
is sounds like ridiculous. I don't know How?
Yeah, the thing is that they make so many jokes
Yes,
with it,
yes.
so you don't know what to believe and what not.
Hmm.
And I guess that most of of the evidence that exists
Hmm.
is fake, right? That's the
Yes, yes.
reality. But if I guess that if we can imagine God, that it's true, right? We can imagine that it's true, and we can imagine that perhaps aliens, if they exist,
Hmm.
they perhaps use more of their brains that we do, and so perhaps they are much more powerful than ours because of that. Because that's amazing how we could develop if we were able to use 100% of our abilities.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, it will be.
yeah. And even there
Mhm.
exists an
Great.
hypothesis that says that all our scientific advances
Hmm.
are not really made by us human beings, but
Hmm.
from them, the aliens, right?
Hmm.
Thanks to the aliens, we all our scientific advances are possible, right?
Hmm.
That's, well, another hypothesis. So it's really interesting. Um,
By the way, I I watched your video where you your very recent video where you are mm, walking along the path in the mountains. Uh, uh, for me, it seems really mysterious place. It is mm, uh,
yeah, yeah, it's a
empty
complete
path,
adventure.
and empty path. Uh, there, there is no, there are no people. Uh, uh,
Yeah,
thick,
yeah, yeah.
thick bushes and the green trees. It's some bent path. Uh, goes down, goes up, and it is really. It seems like you're walking in the maze, uh, in
Working where?
labyrinth, maze,
What?
labyrinth, labyrinth. Do you know labyrinth? Uh,
No,
labyrinth, maze.
labyrinth. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
labyrinth.
yeah.
Hmm.
Labyrinth.
Yes.
Okay.
In another synonym, maze, maze. Mm.
Maze. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that
Mhm,
those words.
mhm.
So
So it is interesting. It looks like nature maze, nature labyrinth. Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I love to take advantage to those moments when I am going for a stroll, cause I become talkative, right?
Mhm,
I become talkative, and well, then, well, I have to clarify. I have said it
mhm,
in another moments that I go to a place for example an entire day,
mhm,
and then I shoot lots of videos, right? I shoot
mhm,
lots of videos,
mhm,
and then I go checking them calmly. Then when I'm home,
mhm.
and and then I go posting them.
Yes,
And
great, great.
perhaps there are people that think that I go always to the mountain to shoot to shoot only one video, right? And then I get back and I go, and no, I go only one day, and then all the videos, the posting lasts around 3 weeks or a month, something like that, right? And
Great. You're
that's
doing
my
well.
method.
I would like to shoot a lot of videos as you do. Everywhere where I'm going, everywhere where, but sometimes
I
when I'm trying to switch to turn on the camera, and I don't know what to say. but
Okay, I understand.
but
Yeah,
your
I
method
think
is very great. Mhm,
I think that, well, this is something that I at first
mhm,
I thought to talk about this, but well, does and perhaps I'll talk. Well, I want to say to you guys that at first I talked to I said to RD that it was planned to make a 3-member chat, right?
mhm,
But then I asked to RD and
mhm,
to Manuel, the
mhm,
other member, and I realized that the gap, our gap time,
mhm, mhm,
was too long, too
mhm,
too 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 long
mhm.
to try to arrange.
I got you.
So yeah, so well, but at first I wanted to talk about more about the learning English process, but
Mhm,
now by chance the conversation become to this, that I want to seize on this moment to talk about this, that that I think that what RD you are saying is key, which is something to talk about, right?
mhm,
Something to talk about. Because, for example, in my case, when I'm on a stroll, I switch on the camera and I begin to talk. But we are all different. We are all different. So perhaps in those moments, another people doesn't become so talkative, and you have to look for what would I what are those moments when I become more talkative,
mhm.
and that's not easy. It's definitely a key point
Mhm.
on this of
Yes,
making
yes,
videos.
you're right. It is. We should uh, make our mind think fast. For example, if I'm walking along the street and I'm taking out my phone and to switch to shoot the video, so um, uh, I need the skill to make my mind uh, pick po uh, every subject, any subject, pick any subject and uh, talk immediately. For example, uh, if I am seeing the tree, mhm, any tree, I should say, "Wow, how is it tall? How is it grows out?
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
who planted this tree?"
yeah, actually, that's what I do. For example,
Mhm,
I remember an episode that I have shot.
mhm,
Okay, I was walking through the mountain. Hello, guys. Now I'm walking over here, and there is a bird over there. Do you like birds? Have
mhm.
you? And I talk about the birds. Then I stumble across a placard that talks about something, and they then I yeah, something like that. There is a tree. Oh, there is a tree over here. There is a truck passing, and things like that. But I guess that, well, that's why, for example, it is good to shoot a video talking with another person, because the other person can give you ideas to talk, and then you can go switching through different topics, right?
Mhm.
And um, that's how you have, I guess you have to do it. And well, perhaps if you see a documentary, if you read a book,
Mhm.
those are ideas to pick up and go and shoot a video. um Something I remember, a question that I have to you, that I remember that there was once when you talked with Katy Ortega,
Mhm.
and she asked you, do you check these videos afterwards to
Mhm.
see to see if
To
your
fo
mistakes
to
or
follow
something
my
like that?
mistakes. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. To
Do
be
you do
honest,
that?
to be honest, last time I didn't do that. It because I don't know where goes my brave, where goes my uh, mm, uh, brave. Yes, where goes my brave, and but uh, I am really uh, ashamed about looking my videos, my own videos, and
Okay, okay.
it's so I don't know. I know I should. mm, I should
Yeah,
watch, I
perhaps
should
you.
review my videos, but I don't know. It seems to me and boring, little boring maybe. It seems because maybe I am talking with mm, not so interesting maybe. For example, uh, watch watch your videos and other people for me more interesting than my own.
Oh, okay. Well, the reality is, well, I don't have the key to learning English,
Mhm.
but well, what I do is that I check my videos,
Mhm.
and well, sometimes happens that you try to say something, and you don't know how to say it, and then more calmly you can check
Mhm.
it, right? You can.
Mhm.
But well, I understand that we are all different, so it's really difficult to impose to somebody do the same thing that I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Because we are different. So I can't say to you, Erdi, go to the mountain and shoot videos over the mountain, because we you, we are different. We have different interests.
Yes, yes. You're right.
Yeah.
Besides of
So,
that, we have no mountains around me. We have prairie,
priorities.
um,
No,
not priorities. Prairie. And do you know prairie? It
no,
is
no, no.
steep.
Oh, okay,
It
okay, okay.
is area without trees.
Oh, okay,
There is
okay.
no forest. there,
Oh, okay,
there is
okay.
no uh, uh, there is no mountains. There are no mountains here. Mhm. We have prairie.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
when
I'll.
when um, uh, when it will become warm, I will make a video about uh, my area, about how to say nature, about nature around my city. Short
Yeah,
video.
it'll be interesting.
I will make special video when it will be warm.
Mm,
Right now,
yeah.
just uh,
The thing is trying, I guess, to looking for something to talk about.
mhm,
Um, for example, I guess that in my case, for example, I don't feel embarrassed
mhm,
talking English. For example, is if I'm surrounded by other Spanish speakers. For
mhm,
example, other people
mhm,
that don't. So, for example,
mhm,
I remember, for example, that there was once when I went to see a show, right,
mhm,
and there was a presenter talking,
mhm,
and I was a little bit far, not
mhm,
too close,
mhm,
but I was talking in English, right,
mhm,
and shooting this video and trying to translate.
mhm,
But I guess that perhaps another person could be ashamed, embarrassed to do that. So, or embarrassed to walking through the street and
mhm,
talking in English,
mhm,
right? So, but there are other people that don't mind.
mhm,
Um, Nowadays, the reality is that I'm nearly 40 years old,
mhm,
and I'm not that embarrassed that I was in the past.
mhm,
And so nowadays I don't mind. But I don't know, perhaps I have said in some conversation that I lived in Australia when I was a child, have and I arrived here in Chile around
mhm,
when I was around 8 years old.
mhm,
And I remember that in those years I was so ashamed with English,
mhm,
and I didn't want to speak in English, and I wanted to adapt quickly to
mhm,
this culture. So I only wanted to speak Spanish. In those ages, my Spanish was bad, was worse than English,
mhm,
because I was used to speaking in English in when I was a child.
mhm,
So I didn't want to speak English anymore,
mhm,
and because I felt so ashamed, right? I felt so ashamed.
mhm,
And but nowadays I really don't mind, right?
mhm,
And well, there are two reasons why you can feel ashamed speaking English. When you speak English bad, you feel ashamed that you are speaking bad, right?
yes.
Yeah, and then if you speak well, you can feel ashamed that you are trying to imitate other native speakers. So there's always a reason to feel
Yes, yes,
ashamed.
you're right. It is funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny
Yes.
because if you are becoming to speak well, they say, "Oh, what do you think you are trying to imitate a native speaker?" But you are not a native speaker. Why you are pronouncing so well? So, and if you speak bad, well, they will make laugh at you that you are speaking bad. So, so you definitely there is a moment then that you have to say, okay, I'm going to speak like I want. I'm not going. take care of what people think about it. Cause
Exactly. Exactly. You're right.
yeah,
Sometimes I have desire and wishes to go to the center, uh, uh, may to take short walking mm, around our square and to show people to tell a little about mm, my city, my our place. But when I think, mm, when I imagine that there are a lot of people, it stops me.
yeah,
It
yeah.
stops
I
me.
understand. I understand.
But
And yeah, in my case, I have to say that I really have a lot of personality, right? I have a lot of personality because I have been talking in the middle of people looking at me, and, and I really don't care, right? But
Mhm.
it's
Great,
something
great,
that you
wonderful,
have to
wonderful.
develop. It
Mhm,
depends on each one.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. I I should to deal with this with my shyness, and I should to deal with my fear, and of course I will overcome someday, and I will go, but not in winter. In winter it is uncomfortable weather.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when spring arrive, mm, will come, when spring will come, of course I will take a thought about going outside and make a new challenge. uh,
Yeah, I'll be
shooting video.
definitely looking forward to it.
Mhm,
Um, and remember, RD, that when you use the expression looking forward,
mhm,
the next verb has to be in gerund, right?
mhm,
I'm looking forward to watching, looking forward to seeing,
mhm.
all those
Yes.
stuff.
Mhm, yes.
So, well, well, this was a great conversation, RD.
Mhm,
I had so much fun talking to you, and it was really interesting. And well, we both took advantage of this moment to express ourselves
definitely.
and
Mhm,
to learn some vocabulary as well. I'm You have taught me three new words, right?
mhm,
I want look up to them
mhm,
then. And well, I taught you some word which was, I remember that I taught you some word which was scammer, right?
mhm,
This,
mhm.
this a new
Yes.
word.
Mhm. Please,
And
when you bill fee, when you bill free, write it me message. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
this word. Mhm.
yeah. So, well, I want to thank you again,
Mhm.
Erdi. It was a great conversation, and I hope you guys to I hope you to like it as well.
Oh, of course, of
And
course. For my side, I can say the same. I enjoyed, and I got a great feeling about our conversation. As you know, I was looking forward for our new meeting, and finally mm, we talked, and so yeah, I am looking forward for next time.
yeah, of course. Of course, it'll be great.
Mhm.
And it was we talked about interesting topics as well. So well,
Great.
and well, that's all for now. And I'm looking forward to having
Mhm.
another chat in the future as well.
Okay, so let me mm, to refer to our viewers, and I wanna invite you, join us, and we will talk a little. Thank you very much. Bye bye, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.